What you think about when you're born into a fire. Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake it to the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. The brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake it to the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To break haters face the world's mistakes. Wake it to the back of the pack, kill it anyway. And we feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake it to the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To break haters face the world's mistakes. Wake it to the back of the pack, kill it anyway.
Welcome to the Throttle Up Racing Network. Tonight we are with the SERL Superspeedway Series, and we are in the Xfinity cars at Talladega. 30 seconds left in practice. Christopher Howell, Mark Shaver's your top two quickest. Clark is an admin, so not racing tonight. Todd Mays, Bobby Mays, Sylvan Seguin will round out your top five quickest. The Halloween theme definitely on here today as these guys round out practice and we get ready to go to qualifying. Dylan Redding, the number 11. He'll be the first to roll out on track. Dave Wright rolling out as well. Mike Rentz in the 91, and there's Michael Provault, the number 95. Cody Moore in the number 52 car. Sparko. Good looking ride tonight. Carl Burke in the 53. He rolls out onto the track as well. First time we've seen Carl Burke this season. The SERL Superspeedway Series brought to you by SimRacerHub.com. If you own a league or if you're in a league, you need to check out SimRacerHub.com and have it use it for all of your points and all of your statistics. It will keep up with all of that. And one cool thing that I found with the Sim Racer Hub is that when you enter your sessions, it saves that forever. And if you have multiple series under one league, then it'll keep all of your career stats over all the series. It's a very interesting, very cool product over at SimRacerHub.com. So if you run in a league, you need to make sure that your league, contact your admin, say we got to be using SimRacerHub.com. You can program your chase and everything right in there, and you just upload your race results and it'll do the chase and everything, playoffs, all that for you. Take a look at the top of the board right now. Michael Provault, fastest car. George Jewell, he'll set the quick time of the 07. Tony Brennan up to 4th. He was one of the quickest cars in practice. Dylan Redding now to the top of the board, a 54.33 for Dylan Redding. Mick Olson, 4th quickest. Cody Moore, he'll now set the top time. Joseph Wright to 3rd quickest. Bobby Mays, top of the board. Dylan Bryant moves up to 5th. There's Tony Brennan back up to 4th spot. Kyle Mays, 13th and number 55. Down below that yellow line, that's legal in qualifying. And that'll put him top of the board at 54.26 for Kyle Mays. Larry Dickerson, 3rd quickest. And the number 2. Dave Wright will end up 11th. Logan Hagerman out on the track in the number 7. Colin Willems in the number 17, 17th quickest. James Kunkel in the 48. He's out there. He runs 13th quickest. He's getting up to speed to run a fast one on a second lap. See him holding that bottom line. Will Witt in the 35. William Fletcher in the 28. He starts his first time lap. Last week's winner, Christopher Howell. Crazy wreck on the last lap, and Christopher drives right through the middle of it as we see Colin Willems move up to second quickest. Christopher Howell running that high lane, trying to build up as much speed as he can on his first lap. Derek Chaput out there in the number 37. 27 competitors here tonight. Derek doing the same thing, holding that outside line. Now he'll move down to the bottom. There's Todd Mays rolling out. William Fletcher 20th, Christopher Howell 21st. They'll now run that inside line to try and get the faster lap. Chaput that time up to the top 20. Both Christopher Howell and William Fletcher about to cross the line on their second lap. Christopher Howell 10th quickest, William Fletcher to 15th. Derek Chaput, he'll come around to the line. Where that'll put the number 37 up to 11th. For Derek Chaput, now Justin Lumpkin out on track. Todd Mays coming around. He's still on his first lap. There's Justin Lumpkin in his Throttle Up Racing Network car. Always love seeing Justin Lumpkin run that paint scheme. Sylvan Seguin in the number 66. He'll use the outside line this time around too. Justin Lumpkin. Looks like he may be trying to start from the back. But he's going on back in the pit lane. Todd Mays. 23rd on his first lap. We'll see where he ends up on a second lap. This is going to be much quicker. Fourth quickest for Todd Mays, the number 25. See where the number 66 comes out here. This will be his only lap as we're getting down to the end of qualifying. And it'll be 20th quickest for Sylvan Seguin. So your pole sitter will be Kyle Mays in the 55. Colin Willems second. And Bobby Mays in third as we go to the grid. We'll wait for our competitors to grid in. You see them all getting their cars to the grid. There's your pole sitter, the number 55 of Kyle Mays. Starting in the outside pole, Colin Willems, the number 17. Third position, Bobby Mays, the number 5. Todd Mays will start in fourth spot, the number 25. Larry Dickerson, the number 2, he'll start 5th. Carl Burke in the 53, he'll roll off 6th spot. Cody Moore in the 52, he'll start 7th position. Mark Shavers in the 6, he'll start 8th. Will Witt in the 35 starts 9th tonight. In 10th, Dylan Redding, the number 11. Last week's winner locked into the playoff field, Christopher Howe. He'll start 11th spot. Derek Chaput in 12th. Tony Brennan, 13th. Joseph Wright, 14th. Dylan Bryant in 15th position. Logan Hagerman will start 16th. William Fletcher, 17th. Dave Wright will roll off in 18th spot. 19th is Michael Provault. 20th is Sylvan Seguin. 21st will be James Kunkel. Vic Olson, 22nd. Mike Rentz, 23rd. George Jewell, 24th. Casey Herring, 25th. TJ Floyd, 26th. And rounding out our field is Justin Lumpkin. There he is in the number 4. Inside line did not go. As we take a look at our race info. 79 degrees outside, 123 degrees on the track temp. And that's going to cause maybe some slippage. We're going to see a loss of grip with such a hot temp as we go throughout the day. See if we can figure out what happened there at the start. Cody Moore not going. We're wanting the field to catch up there, so not sure what happened there on the start. But Kyle Mays is our pole sitter. He's going to lead us down. The start will be on the green flag. And all the restarts will be on the leader. Points update from last week. Christopher Howe, your point leader. Tony Brennan, Mark Shavers, Dave Wright, Mike Rentz, Todd Mays, Bobby Mays, Dylan Falovich, Joseph Wright, Derek Chaput, James Kunkel, and Logan Hagerman all in the top 12 into that cutoff. Justin Lumpkin, Dylan Redding, Larry Dickerson, Will Witt on the outside looking in as we get ready to go green. Oh, somebody jumped that start. Green flag. We're already seeing chaos. Not sure what happened there on the start. Seeing quite a bit of bunching up. The 17 of Colin Williams will get around Kyle Mays. More bunching up through the back of the field. Todd Mays puts the nose out front. Colin Williams on the inside. Pole sitter Kyle Mays. Second car on the inside line, trying to hold the inside line in the lead, but Colin Williams is out front. Last week's winner, Christopher Howe. He did this strategy last week, dropping off the back of the field, but I think he may have fallen back a little too far. We'll have to see if he loses the draft. But right now, this is wild racing, 3 wide already. Todd Mays gets shuffled back. Carl Burke is currently in the lead, getting pushed by Mark Shavers in the outside line. Todd Mays trying to surge back through on the third lane. And Mick Olson with the push. Carl Burke still with the lead. He'll go down to the inside line as he clears the inside car of Colin Williams. Oh, Colin Williams moves back to the high lane, tries to get back around Carl Burke. It does look like Christopher Howe was able to at least catch Bobby Mays. With 65% fuel, these guys should be able to make it 20 to 22 laps. Now Kyle Mays. He moves to the high lane, tries to get around Carl Burke. Kyle Mays just not able to clear the inside line. He tries, but not able to do it. Looks like the 11 of Redding may be dipping out to get some air on the nose. You don't want to get these things too hot. Two by two, the first 10. Couple of cars up front there with the same paint scheme, the 35 and like the 66, same paint scheme for those two cars. Oh, one's getting a little loose. 66, Sylvan Seguin gets loose back behind as the one car pulls out and moves to the high lane around him. Able to get it back going. He's the fourth car on the inside line. James Kunkel trying to look on the third lane. Nobody goes with him. And now he's going to get shuffled back. Logan Hagerman has made his way to the lead in the number 7. The orange Halloween car on the inside, right in front of the 53 Carl Burke. But here comes Kyle Mays and Colin Willems. Everyone staying 2 by 2. So far, a clean race, 9 laps in of 50. A big push from Colin Willems puts the 55 of Mays out front. Can he clear the inside line? He does. And now it's going to be on Mark Shavers to try and push the 17 up there, but no. Hagerman to the outside line. Carl Burke getting up off that inside yellow line. Hagerman surges back to the lead. Does not want to give it up. Taking that Dale Jr. approach, taking every run, going with every run. Try and hold the lead and lead as many laps as he can. And they're now going 3 wide. James Kunkel leading the outside line. One car almost into the outside wall. And that was the 82 of Joseph Wright. He'll fall back into line and get back up to speed. Hagerman still your leader. Mays, though, with a big push. Can't clear the bottom lane. Hagerman too strong down there. Carl Burke. A great push. Looking off the nose of Colin Willems. As he tries to push Kyle Mays back into the lead. Dylan Redding also in the outside line. And he, you know, when you're back here, you're trying to move forward. You want that guy that's in the lead to drop to the inside, so then the next guy, you push him up. He drops to the inside. That's your goal when you run the outside line. And when you see these guys from the inside constantly jumping back up in front of the outside line, that gets a little frustrating after a while. As Dylan Redding now moves up the middle. That'll shuffle the 6 car. A Mark Shavers. Oh, it's the almost touch. The 82 is going to let the 6 back in line, but a big move there from the 11 of Redding as he's trying to move forward. We're about 7 or 8 laps from green flag pit stops. Hagerman doing his best to hold on to the lead. Kyle Mays trying to take it from him, had it for a second. Can Kyle Mays clear the bottom lane? Just not enough. Colin Willems going to look to the high line. Trying to get air on the nose. Logan Hagerman will pull ahead. Will it be enough for Carl Burke to move to the outside? He's looking. He's done it once before. Hagerman with another lap led. Some new names, the 07 of George Jewell. He joins us for the first time tonight, up to 18th spot. He's gained 6 positions, as well as Casey Herring in the 22. Also his first time joining us. Expect both those guys to be factors before this race is over. Kyle Mays still trying to get by. 53 of Carl Burke giving a great bump draft down the backstretch to try and hold the 7 to the inside of the 55, and I think he's going to do it once again. Lap after lap, Kyle Mays not been able to get down. The 17 of Colin Willems, you see him dipping that nose out. He is getting hot. He's going to go ahead and move to the 3rd lane. As he sees some cars coming along, the 48 of Kunkel's up there. These guys squeezing that high lane. Mark Shavers squeezing Colin Willems against the wall, close. Outside line still trying to get formed. Colin Willems trying to move back up to his position he was in. And Will Witt, he moves to the outside line. That's a name we haven't mentioned yet tonight, but he is now first car on the outside line. With Kyle Mays, who's one of the better pushers in the field. Trying to push that 35 of Will Witt into the lead. He's got the nose out front, but can he hold it? And look at the push from Carl Burke on the inside line. Will it be enough? I think it will. both Carl Burke and Kyle Mays. Great pushes down the backstretch like a drag race. That pushing car is the deciding factor. Green flag pit stop should be coming up within the next 5 laps. That third lane continually trying to form. And this has been their best run yet. The 82, Joseph Wright, getting pushed by Colin Willems up in the third lane. Cody Moore trying to join that party. They get stalled out up there on the high side. Will Witt continually fighting against Logan Hagerman to get this lead. Hagerman continuing to keep the pace up. Third lane still out there, figuring out how to get around the leaders. You see the mess at the front of this thing, and the rest of the field is single file. The top 15 are 3 wide, 5 rows of 3. And this is what it looks like if you are Dave Wright, down right behind this group. William Fletcher trying to not be a part of it if they do wreck. This is what running that third line looks like. When I race on iRacing, I do not like running this third line. It is sketchy up there. And you're relying on a lot of people to your inside to not make a mistake. Field starting to thin out as we're getting ready for green flag stops. they can make it to the end of next lap, they'll be able to make it to the end. Everybody will be able to make it to halfway. Field getting very stretched out. And here are our first takers to pit lane. Only 3 cars in this time. Hagerman, Carl Burke, Larry Dickerson, Derek Chaput, Dylan Bryant all in on the first round of pit stops. And that'll put Kyle Mays and Dylan Redding battling for the lead. 25 laps to go. Everybody trying to get down to the inside. And several more takers this time into the pit lane. Oh, one misses the pit lane, goes through the infield. I'm not sure who that was. We'll go back and take a look at who shot through the infield. That looked like the 48 of James Kunkel. It indeed was the 48. And slides through the pit lane. That's going to be a big penalty. A 40-second hole for the 48 car. Casey Herring now out front. The last 5 cars on the track. Looks like they'll all pit. It looks like Logan Hagerman had a pit penalty as well, as he is 27th, last car scored. And he is 1 full lap down, and he passes Kunkel to stay on the lucky dog. Actually, that probably put him back on the lead lap. But he is out there by himself, so a big consequence there for the 7. Casey Herring scored the leader, the 48 of James Kunkel. He's at the tail end of the lead lap too. Trying to stay in front of the big field that's coming now. Kyle Mays, the leader of this pack. Oh, and there goes Chaos, the 48. Right in the middle of it, there goes the 84 flipping. As they were catching lap cars, the 22 actually was the leader at the time, as he was trying to pass the 48. The 18 chose to go to the inside line below the yellow line. Up on the high lane, I think that's actually where the wreck starts. The 55. Not sure if they just run into the back of him. Kyle Mays was able to make it through as there was chaos behind him. An interesting crash right there. Dylan Bryant will maintain the lead, and Casey Herring will be second through all of that. Those guys made it almost 30 laps without pitting. We'll see if we have any takers on pit lane. Everyone did just come in to fuel up. Should be able to make it to the end. Here comes one. That's the 49 of TJ Floyd. Double file, we'll reset, re-rack them, go again. We'll have 19 laps to go when we go green. And Dylan Bryant, who hasn't been up here all night, with that pit sequence, puts himself into the lead. Derek Chapu in the 37. He'll restart second position. Casey Herring still up there in the third. Kyle Mays fourth. Green flag, the 18 goes. Casey Herring pushing as hard as he can. Trying to get those two cars up to speed. With that push, that'll push the whole inside line. 3 cars clear. Now these guys going single file. Herring will move to the outside, but nobody goes with him. And they will freight train him down on the low line. Casey Herring stuck on the third lane. He'll drop all the way back to the rear of the field. He may be going back there to try and pick up his teammates, or at least his one teammate of Justin Lumpkin. Hagerman, here he comes on the outside line, getting pushed by Cody Moore in the 52. And a big run. 3 cars pushing down the backstretch on that high line. And both the 52 tries to clear, but he gets stuck in the middle. Was not clear as Hagerman will get around. Now Dylan Bryant going to try and move to the outside. Now people are going to try and freight train the 18. Will Witt look to the outside. Sorry, that's Sylvan Seguin. Oh, there goes one around. That's the 6. Mark Shavers through the infield and back out onto the track. Major damage for the 6 car. And let's take a look. Not sure, did he just get loose and come right across the nose of last week's winner? Yeah, the 6 just gets loose into the corner. Air must have shifted on him. And he'll come right down across Christopher Howell's nose. The 48 with damage. The 07. Several cars. The 91. 75 with some nose damage. Got some cars coming down the pit lane. Kyle Mays, Dylan Bryant. Christopher Al coming in to get that damage fixed. Case Herring roll out in 19th. Larry Dixon 20th. Christopher Howe comes out, but I think he kept the nose damage. Don't think he took the fast repair. He's waiting to see what these guys do these final few laps. So up front, Hagerman in the lead. Derek Chaput second. Cody Moore in third. Will Witt in fourth. Sylvan Seguin in fifth. Those guys in identical paint schemes. William Fletcher in sixth position. Michael Provault in seventh. That's him in the 95. Colin Willems in the 17. He's eighth spot. Tony Brennan's ninth right now. And Bobby Mays rounds out your top 10. We saw that 84 Dave Wright go flipping down the front stretch earlier. Took the fast repair. He's back out there up to 11th spot. So a fast hot rod today for Dave Wright as he's moving his way back through the field. Logan Hagerman looks like he may choose the outside line. He wants to go with Will Witt in fourth. Tremendous pusher. Couple of cars still catching up. 75, Mick Olafson and James Kunkel in the 48. Both those cars were one lap down. It'll be interesting to see. You got to think that Hagerman's probably going to go a little bit early, choosing the outside line. Question is, who's got what it takes to get around Logan Hagerman? It's been difficult. He has led a lot of laps, no matter who's been behind him. Typically, the pusher is the big deal, and maybe it's just a coincidence that he's had the best pusher at that time behind him. But Hagerman's been able to be strong all night, lead a lot of laps, and it's going to take a freight train to get around him. There goes Hagerman. He did go early. Cody Moore will let Will Witt down. A single file, this front group. There goes Cody Moore to the high lane. Colin Willems goes with him. Will Witt jumping to the outside line. The top two getting separated a little bit. That may cause an issue for them as the rest of the pack gets a run. Right now, nobody's being able to contend with Logan Hagerman. Now, number 7, he is our leader. The rest of the field reeling in the front group now, as they go double file. Will Witt now side by side. Cody Moore trying to push him into the lead around the outside of Hagerman. We're down to the final 10 laps. Now they're looking to go 3 wide. Can they hold 3 wide for 10 laps? Bobby May's getting a little loose. Able to hold on, regains it, but he'll lose a little momentum down the inside line. That may kill the inside line. Will Witt able to get around Logan Hagerman, but Hagerman jumps straight to the outside. And they are not having it. They're about to be 4 wide. Hagerman and Cody Moore, they're going to go 4 wide down into turn 1. Somebody's got to lift. It's Colin Willems who allows the 52 back in line. And that was the smart decision. 9 laps to go. Provolt now out front of the middle lane. Hagerman trying to push him back to the front. Hagerman hasn't had to do a lot of pushing today, but we know he's good at it. The whole field right here on top of each other. There goes Cody Moore, the high lane. 82 gets up into the wall. He's able to save it, but Cody Moore is going to lose a lot of ground there. Derek Chaput giving the pushes of his life here, trying to hold Will Witt into the lead. Oh, there they go. Cody Moore gets sideways into the wall. Big crash. We'll have to go back and see just what happened there. Several cars damaged. This actually happened up further up in the field. 52 already around. Take a look. Looks like everybody kind of bunched up in this middle lane. And the 6 comes up into the 52. Not sure if the 18 really touched the 6 there or not. May have. The laps are going to be few after this caution. The whole rear end of that 52 car gone. They'll roll the cars up the track with damage. Several cars coming down to get that fast repair. DJ Floyd, Sylvan Seguin, Dylan Redding. Christopher Howe takes his fast repair. Mark Shavers. Joseph Wright, Casey Herring all in the pit lane. Will Witt will be your leader. Michael Proval has been very fast here in the closing laps. Derek Chaput, a fantastic pusher for Will Witt. You've got to assume that Will Witt's going to choose that inside line with as well as Derek Chaput has been pushing him around this racetrack. Logan Hagerman strong this entire race. Sits there in the 4th position. And he'll have to try and find his way around. He's got to push the 95 of Proval around these two who have been strong here in the closing laps. William Fletcher in the 28. He sits 5th. Currently, as we stand, both Michael Proval, who's in 2nd, has gained 17 positions, and the 4 of Justin Lumpkin, who's in 11th, He has also gained 17 spots. So those are our two biggest movers. Justin Lumpkin's still got 10 more positions he can gain. Michael Proval can only gain one more spot to get into the lead. So Will Witt does choose the inside line. The lights off on the pace car. We're getting ready to go green. Everyone getting caught back up to the field. We've got 23 cars still on the lead lap. We are not into overtime yet. We do have 3 attempts if we need them. Last week's winner, Christopher Howell, he was involved in that incident. He is scored in the 17th spot. So we'll see if he's able to move his way towards the front or if he's going to kind of wait and see if these guys crash on the last lap. Seems to be a tendency. When will Will Witt choose to go? And he goes very early, green flag, Will Witt out front. Provolt right behind him. Everyone trying to get caught back up. Colin Willems, Logan Hagerman in the high lane. There comes Derek Chaput. And he's pushed Hagerman for so much of this race. It's become down to 2 to go. Hagerman going to repay the favor and try and push the 37 out front. Three lanes forming now. Larry Dickerson on the outside line. He's getting pushed by Bobby Mays. Both the outside lines are clearing the inside line. Chaput chooses to stay in the middle. Hagerman with a big push. White flag and chaos already ensues. The 37 around. Will Witt out there by himself. Logan Hagerman going to try and get a run as there is a massive crash coming to the white flag. It's a drag race now. Hagerman slightly quicker. Will Witt zigzagging. He's going to be blocking like crazy. Oh, Will Witt and Hagerman. Contact made. Will Witt out front. Will Witt will come across as your winner. Logan Hagerman in second. Justin Lumpkin up 25 spots will come home third. A very chaotic last lap. Will Witt will come around to do some burnouts. He's going to be your winner. The 35 of Will Witt. Great job to Will Witt with the win. Let's go back before we do our interviews and try and look at this last lap wreck and see if we can figure out exactly what happened. The 7. Oh, looks like the 7 of Hagerman either was further up, not real sure if he was trying to take the outside lane, but he clips the 37 right in front of the field, and just everyone gets taken out. You see the 4 of Lumpkin drive right through the middle of it. He ends up in third spot. Crazy wreck there at the end. We'll see if we can get a word with our third place finisher, Justin Lumpkin. Hey, Justin, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, great finish. A lot of chaos in these races there at the end. But you ended up moving up 25 spots from the start, and just incredible. We saw you zigzag through that last wreck, and you come home third. What are your thoughts on this race? There was a lot of green flag racing until right at the very end.
Yeah, it's man, me and Casey, we kept saying that there's going to be a wreck, but man, as much shuffling that was going on, they kept it together. It was some good racing.
Yeah, definitely a lot of side by side. Hands down, you've got the best looking car out there, that Throttle Up Racing Network. Always love seeing it out there. But definitely love the 0X designs when you have that out there as well. You got anybody you'd like to thank after this one, Justin?
Yes, sir, man. God, of course, first of all, and Darren's Nail Gun Repair, Throttle Up Racing, man. You do a great job broadcasting. 0X Designs, T to Green Golf, and SERL and all the admins, man. Y'all do an awesome job.
Well, thanks, man. Hopefully you can get up here and get some more top threes. Great navigating there at the end.
That was a little scary. I knew I was going to get taken out at some point. I just somehow made it through.
We'll definitely have to go back before we end and look at your cockpit view and see you drive through the middle of that. Well, great job, Justin. We'll keep talking to you.
Appreciate it, man.
That was our third place finisher, Justin Lumpkin. Now Logan Hagerman in the number 7. Good word with Logan. Hey, Logan, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
I got you, Dakota.
Man, you were so dominant this whole race. I'm sure you led the most laps, but just guys in that outside line weren't able to get by you. Not sure if it was something you were doing or if you just happened to be matched up with the better pushers at that time. But a lot of laps led, a dominant car. What did your race look like out there?
Yeah, I led a lot of laps. I was feeling really good out there. Under the green flag pit stop, I was speeding on pit road, so I actually had a 40-second hold. But luckily there was that caution, and that's what allowed me to get back into it. And then, it was just a good run after that. And then I felt really bad at the end there. Derek and I got together. Looks like we both just went up the track, and I hooked him on the right quarter panel there and wrecked the field. So I feel kind of bad about that. But other than that, it was a really good race.
Yeah, there was some chaos there at the end, but looks like overall, until, you come down to that white flag, there was a lot of 3-wide racing. Everybody was able to hold it for several laps. What are your thoughts on the 3-wide for so many laps? Did you think it was going to make it to the end and on green?
All in all, it was a really good race. I was surprised of how we were able to go 3-wide that long. So that's good. One time we were actually 4-wide there. I'm amazed that we made it through that. So I've actually been really impressed with the racing in this league, and I'm excited to continue.
Absolutely phenomenal job. You got anybody you'd like to thank tonight, Logan?
Yeah, I got to thank you up in the booth for the job that you do. I got to thank Grandma Hagerman for watching. I got to thank Intensity Racing. I got to thank the Logerman Fan Club. We got a lot of faces on the card this week, so I want to thank all them for their support. And that's everybody.
Great job, Logan. Come home second place after a dominant effort. Good job.
Thank you.
That was second place finisher Logan Hagerman. Let's see if we can get a word with our winner, Will Witt. Hey, Will, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you loud and clear.
Hey, a familiar position for you, Victory Lane. You won 3 of these races last year. You take home your first one here at Talladega in this Xfinity car. What were your thoughts on the race? Logan led a lot of laps. You were able to get by him there and then hold him off there after that crazy crash at the end.
Yeah, I mean, I like these Xfinity cars. The package, I think, is the best in iRacing right now. Yeah, I don't know what it was. Every time I'd get around Logan, he'd want to go right back around. He really liked that lead, so I knew he'd led a lot of laps, and I knew he was going to be tough there at the end when I seen him coming on the outside.
There was a lot of 3-wide racing. I don't know if you were up there on that third lane, but you all kept it green for a long time. It was very entertaining. Did you think that you all were going to be able to make it to the end on green, considering that there was so much 3-wide racing and it was clean for so long?
I was honestly hoping we would have, to get a good finish all the way across the line, instead of a couple cars battling. But, I mean, it's Superspeedway racing. You never know what you're going to get. We ran 3-wide for a while. I was in the middle, which is not where I wanted to be for a while. So, but it was a good race overall. I mean, guys kept it clean and kept running, so it was fun.
Well, you did a great job coming home the winner. I expect to get 2 or 3 more of these out this year, Will.
Yeah, let's hope.
You got anybody you'd like to thank tonight, buddy?
Oh man, I got a list tonight. So I got to thank Colin Willems and Cody Moore as always. They're usually riding around with me, helping me out. I got to thank Logan Hagerman for not wrecking me earlier in the race, and I got to apologize for blocking him there at the end. I put him in the wall. I've apologized to him a few times so far. I didn't want to do that. I got to thank my girlfriend for letting me do this. I got to thank my dad and my brothers watching. I know they're cheering me on. So I got to thank you for keeping this league going and for broadcasting. You do a great job up there.
Well, thank you, and good job, and I'm sure we'll be talking to you again. You're a familiar name up here in Victory Lane.
Yeah, let's hope I can keep this rolling.
Sounds good. Have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
And there was Will Witt, our winner. And as promised, we're going to go back to that white flag lap. And we're going to go to the in car, the 4. This is Justin Lumpkin's view. They go wrecking on the outside. Oh, cars all over. Doesn't touch a single one of them as he drives right through the middle. Absolutely crazy. We'll take one more look, this time from the chopper cam, and let you see just how crazy this is. Everyone crashing right in front of him. '55 clears out the 2 for him. Doesn't touch a single car. Through all of that, a great job from Justin Lumpkin to come home third. Will Witt with the win. Logan Hagerman in second. Appreciate all you for tuning in. Be back Sunday night for the SERL Cup Series right here on the Throttle Up Racing Network. And the SERL will be racing trucks on Saturday night as well. So appreciate everybody for stopping by. And we will catch you all next time.